Well, when you think of family-sized off-roaders, you probably think of the Prado or the Grand Cherokee. This is the newcomer from HAVAL. It's called the H9. We're going to take it off-road today and see how it performs in the Aussie bush. The H9 is comparable in size to Toyota's ubiquitous Land Cruiser Prado, but in petrol form is around $15,000 cheaper. The HAVAL's 2-litre engine is, however, half the displacement of its Japanese rival, developing an output figure 42 kilowatts and 57 newton meters less, but with similar fuel consumption. Well, we've taken the H9 into a pretty hairy part of the Alpine National Park, and the good news is that so far we haven't got stuck. The approach, breakover and departure angles all seem to be pretty good, as does the ground clearance, and the four-wheel drive system seems to offer more than enough traction to get the job done. The H9's 6-speed automatic offers a good spread of ratios across the range, but seems reluctant to offer significant engine braking on steep descents. The model is, however, equipped with hill descent control, steering wheel paddle shifts, and reasonably strong disc brakes. The HAVAL's hydraulically assisted steering is well suited to the vehicle, and the turning circle is quite respectable. However, feedback to the driver is rather numb, and the response off-centre a little sharp for off-road work. The engine torque's quite accessible, but having said that, it doesn't have the low-down grunt that you'd expect out of something like a diesel Prado. No surprises there, but look, combined with pretty decent gearing, it certainly gets the job done. And if you could see this hill, it's about 22 degrees and we're getting up it with, not too many worries. The H9 offers similar off-road geometry and clearance figures as its nearest rivals, and proves effective in delivering motive traction even with one or more wheels off the ground. The 17-inch wheels left plenty of room for tyre sidewall too, meaning the ride was plusher and quieter than expected. The sat-nav was surprisingly detailed, showing off-road tracks often omitted from even the best name brands on the market. On the downside, however, the ESC system is a little bit tense. It tends to be set off at the slightest moment's notice, activates the hazard lights every time you do so, and if you're travelling in convoy, that can get a bit alarming for the people that are behind you. We also found it annoying that the drive system would send a reminder chime every few minutes to let you know if you're in 2- or 4-wheel drive. In terms of interior space and equipment, the H9 is again comparable to segment rivals. We found the build quality to be very good and ergonomics quite good when viewed against more familiar names. It's a vehicle that offers similar levels of accommodation and cargo capacity to the Prado, though we did find the H9's long bonnet made it slightly harder to place off-road. Spending a day off-road with the H9 has proved interesting. Its engine is thirsty when worked, which would limit your range to about 500 km per tank off-road. It's also unproven in terms of durability and resale, which would limit recommending it to grey nomads and the likes looking to take that cross-country trip. That said, it's certainly a capable and seemingly well-built vehicle that, with a bit of polish, could be a very real competitor in its class. The basics are sound, and in difficult situations the H9 feels remarkably confident. Give it a year or so and a few more development dollars, and we reckon HAVAL might just have what it takes to be considered a realistic competitor to the big name brands.